Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my weekly Shop My Stash. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you for joining me today. It really does mean a lot that you've taken some time out of your day to watch this video. So let's get straight into it because these videos are normally some of my longer ones. I've written like everything down. So foundation wise, I was using one but I've used that up. I'm not going to show you now. I'll show you at the end of the month when I obviously do my project pan update. So this was in the collection, so I was using this. And this is the PS My Perfect Colour Foundation and Contour Stick. So I used this about 3 times I think. There's not much left. I'm going to keep it in and use it again next week. I wouldn't repurchase this. It was very inexpensive. It's in the shade Porcelain. It just says PS My Perfect Colour Foundation and Contour Stick. It's buildable coverage with a blendable natural finish, and it's got vitamin E in it, so the vitamin E is really good for your skin, but I just think it's too matte. I don't like a matte foundation. What I also used twice was this one. I absolutely love this. It's the Missa Perfect Cover BB Cream with an SPF of 42, so it's got a really great SPF in it, and it's in the shade number 13. But I don't want to use it up because the website that I can buy that off in the UK is Cult Beauty, and it's expensive. I got this from TK Maxx. It was only £7.99, so next time I see it I will for sure be getting another one. I wanted to get 2 at the time, but I thought, well, you might not like it. Primers. So we've got the Sephora one, the smoothing primer. Not really a fan of it, but I will use it up. It's only 15ml and we've got about that much left. If you can even see my finger, it's just here. So that's nearly out. Another primer is this one. So I use that, how many times? I think, yeah, these two. So this one and the Nivea one I used equally. So I probably used about the primers 2 or 3 times, and then I used this over 7 days because I used this for my T-zone. It's not a pore filling one. I need to get a pore filling primer. I'm going to put this one back. That stays in, that stays in. Then we've got the Rimmel Good to Glow highlighter. Really like this, but it's going to go back. The Strobing cream I used 6 times. The concealer I used 7 times. This one is not for going. I mean, it's still got a ton of product left. So that's that one. Oh, powders. Right, so the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in the shade 1 I used 7 times. That's going to go back. The Rimmel Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder I used, where are you? 4 times. That can go back. The Rimmel Soft Matte I used, not soft matte, stay matte, I used 3 times. That one can go back as well. Right, I don't know where that cut off, but I was just saying the Rimmel Stay Matte I used, I think 4 times I said. 3 times, sorry. That one's going back. I used the MUA Skin Define Hydro Powder, and I used that 7 times. Right, so we've got the Essence Matte Touch Blush. I used that, I think, 2 or 3 times. Let's have a look. Twice. That one can go back. The Hourglass I used twice as well. I think we'll put that one back as well. Right, this is where it's going to get complicated. We'll put the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow back. I'm fine about putting that back. It's when it gets to these next two highlighters, these new ones. So we've got the Ofra highlighter in Moondance. I did use that twice, whereas I only used the Doll Beauty one once. Pop this one back for this week. I'm going to leave this one in. I've got the Ofra hashtag glow palette as well in my palette drawers, so I'm going to keep that out as well. So basically all we've got in this little section is my Project Pan blushes. So there's the NARS Orgasm, and then there's the Too Faced Little Travel Blush in Love Hangover. Let's put them at the back. Then there's all these eyeshadows here that I'm still waiting on using. So regular products that I've been using is this mascara, that brow product. So I obviously used that mascara 7 times, and I used both of these products equally over the week. So yeah, I don't really write down the names of each one. So I think I used that about 3 times, and I used the Poundland one about 4 times. Obviously I used this 7 times. That's the Revolution Brow Pencil. And that's it. There's a few products in here that need to be decluttered when I do my declutter, and I used this about 4 times I think. So that's everything from there. Let's go into my, like, where I store all my palettes. So as we know, we keep all the palettes here. It was a bit of an epic fail, to be honest. I didn't use this one. I didn't use the Deck of Scarlet, so that has to stay in for another week. I didn't use the shade that I wanted to use from my Pat McGrath one, so that has to stay in for another week. This is all because I did the 5 looks with the Morphe palette. I didn't use this Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, the few shades that I wanted to use in this. This Morphe palette I did use, however, so that one can go back. Really, really like it. I thought I might be decluttering it. There is no way that's going anywhere. I really enjoyed playing with it this past week. So let's just leave that on the desk for the time being and put these back in. Now, with all these, I don't really need to pull a palette, but I am going to pull at least one. It might be a small one. I did want to pull a big one, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. We've got this Urban Decay Smoked. I still want to use quite a few shades from this. I've said this before. I want to use Bar Lust, which is this shade here. I want to use Rockstar, Mushroom, and just have a play around with it because it's quite a cool tone palette, and I don't have many cool toned eyeshadow palettes. So I'm just going to leave that at the back there. In the second drawer down, I'm going to be keeping this Becca, Chloe and Malika palette in, so I'm probably not going to pull, I might pull no, I'm not going to pull any highlighters. I might pull a blusher, but that's going to be it because this one has 2 blushes in it. And we're definitely going to pull another bronzer, so that's that. I'm going to leave this in for another week and then probably put it back next week. And as I said earlier, we've got this Ofra Signature palette still in, and I want to use this a little bit more than I have. So it's just got the 5 highlighters in. This would do for the week, to be honest, but we've got the Becca one there as well. So that's that. Then we have the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. I'm really getting close to finishing like a couple of the bronzers in here, which I'm really pleased about. And then I'm really going to have to work on this next week, using it more. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. I didn't use this at all this week. Third drawer. What am I doing? That needs to be going in the third drawer, not the second. we've also got the PS Bronze Highlight and Glow. I just use this in case, I just leave it in here in case I want to use it. And then in the last drawer, it's just all Project Pan. I did use these, however, I wanted to test them. These are from a Tanya Bear palette I had. I just kind of took them out of it. I wanted to test them to see if I actually liked it. So this is the highlighter, and then this is the bronze. No, sorry, that was the bronzer, and this is the highlighter. They're all really beaten up. And then we've got my Chanel bronzer, which I've used a few times, I think 3 times in total. The rest of it I didn't use. So, let's go in to my drawers. Right, so let's go in with primers before I forget. This one has been on my wish list for... Yeah, this one has been on my wish list for such a long time. It's the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. I don't think we need the box though, do we? I think I'll put the box in my empties. Because I can't return this now even if I don't like it. So it just looks like that. We've got some vitamin C skincare as well. In fact, I'll show you. I mean, I have shown this before. I've just finished doing a skincare, like kind of try on with all these things. So you've got the Boots range. Let's close this drawer a sec. You've got the Boots range vitamin C brightening moisturising cream. You've got the Boots vitamin C brightening sleeping mask. This, guys, is so good. Now, I really suffer with dry skin, and last night, well, I got these products yesterday. Last night I tried this for the very first time, and I tried it, and this morning when I woke up I felt so moisturised, so dehydrated. Not dehydrated, so hydrated. It's absolutely beautiful, and the products are only £4. They're like the Glow range that I've got. And then we have got the Boots Vitamin C Brightening Eye Gel. So I tried the moisturiser on and the eye gel on in the demo, so you'll get to hear about what it claims to do and what not. So what we're going to be doing, it claims to what does it say? Brighter looking skin within 14 days. But I'm not going to be using it for 14 days. I'm going to be using it from now, so from the 22nd of June till the 22nd of July. So for a full month or thereabouts. Maybe I'll take it right till the end of July, and just see what I think about it and see if it's worth the money. £12 for like 3 products though is really good, and a lot of the products do sound like the Ole Henriksen range, and the product itself, the packaging, looks like it as well. So let's get back into the makeup, because you joined me for the Shop My Stash, didn't you? So right, let's do that. So powders, what's up next? Foundations. We're not going to be using a foundation, I don't think. No, I want to use that stick up, and then we can put that away. That can be panned. And then we'll have to use a foundation. So now it's powder time. We're back up to the Laura Geller, the medium shade one. So yeah, it just looks like that. I just don't have enough room for these powders, guys. I've had to put that that Rimmel, what is it, Match Perfection. Right, so what I want to do now is pull a illuminating product. I haven't used this for a while. I found this in my foundations the other day. So it's the Sleek Berkist Illuminator in the shade Monaco. Let's use that. Oh, we're going to need it though. No, I'm not going to pull it. I've got that Ole Henriksen primer, and it's supposed to be a radiant primer. How am I supposed to know how radiant it is if I've got an illuminating skincare product on top of it? So no, I'm not going to do that. what I am going to do is be pulling a bronzer. Oh yes, we're back on this one. So this is the Too Faced Bronze Peach. I need to super glue it though, guys. I mean, look. It's completely come out of the pan. This is buying from TJ Maxx. I mean, look at the state of it. Can you see that? But it smells absolutely gorgeous and I love it. So yeah, let's use that. For cream products, I don't normally like bronzers and blushes that are cream products, but I really do like that. I think that's it from this drawer here. So let's go down to the next drawer. I think you can just about see that. So we're not pulling highlighters. Highlighters is one of my most favourite things to do. So it's going to be a little bit, I really want to pull one. But I'm not going to because I've got enough highlighters to be using next week. Just don't know. They've all been used recently, really. I'm really feeling that. I love that blush, but I've used it a lot recently. I know this one. I've only used this once for a video. This is the Natural Collection highlighter stick, and it's in the shade Coral Glow. I want to see if I like it. I had one years ago, and that one just seems so much nicer. This is the shade. I mean, I'm not saying it's not nice. I'm just saying the other one had more golden like tones in it. It was more reminiscent of NARS Orgasm. So we'll pull that. Is there any more that I want to be pulling? Why can't I decide? I know we've got two in the Malika palette. I think I'm going to leave it there because, I mean, if I pull more blushes then I'm going to feel inclined to use them. I've also got the NARS Orgasm and the Too Faced blush, and then I've just pulled one. And then I've got two in the Malika palette. No, it's more than enough. And then it's just a palette. I really had my eye on a big palette. I think what I'm going to do, I've been meaning to pull this for a while now. I think I'm just going to pull this one. I'm not even going to get into searching through my entire eyeshadow collection. You guys haven't seen me create a look with this. I mean, I did create a look with it when I originally bought it a few months back before lockdown. It's really, really beautiful. It's the Revolution, well, I Heart Revolution Coffee palette, which just looks like that. Really, really pretty. So I think I'm going to be doing, I don't know, maybe 4 looks with this palette next week. No, 3 looks. I think we'll do 3 looks with this palette over 3 days next week. We'll see. It might get to a case, because I've got all them other palettes to use, it might get to a case where I have to do it in the one video. But I don't like doing that because I like to know how my makeup looks like with each individual eyeshadow look that I create. And that's why I decided to do the mini-series 5 days with, and then whatever palette. But I don't want to do 5 days with this palette. I could. I mean, there's enough eyeshadows to do it. But then, I mean, I might still do it, guys. I'm really undecisive at this point. Some of these eyeshadow palettes might just have to remain in for a couple more weeks, but I'm definitely going to be using, because I think I want to declutter it, I'm definitely going to be using this one. I might use this tomorrow and do a video with it, like a get ready with me using all my Shop My Stash products, and use this one, and then it can go away. But yeah, I'm almost certain I'll be decluttering that. The only thing I really like from this is the highlighter's quite pretty. Don't know if you'll see it. It's that one there. But it's not pretty enough to keep the whole palette. I do like this Feeling Peachy shade as well. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with it. Just put that back there. So I think that's everything. I mean, it seems a relatively quick video, but I do think it's everything. Let's put everything back, and if I had to think of anything else, then we'll pull it. But yeah, let's go and put the products back. Seriously, guys, there is literally no products here. I didn't realise how little we pulled. So we've got the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation in medium. So we just use that as a powder. Just looks like that. It's really nice. We need to pull a loose powder. Right, and then we've got the blush, the Highlighting Stick by Collection, Natural Collection, should I say, and that one just looks like that. Then we've got the Ole Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Face Primer. I am so excited to use this week. Let me know what your thoughts are on this product if you've used it before. I just hope they're not negative, otherwise I'd be really upset because £28 is a lot of money. Right, let's go and get a loose powder to put in there. Right, so I've just gone into the drawer and it's this one that's up, this collection sheer loose powder. I don't particularly like it. I mean, it's not the worst and it does minimise pores, so it's good for that aspect, but it's not a favourite. Is that furthest it will go down. Right, so this is everything that's in there. It's pretty much the same as last week. Let me take you off the tripod and show you properly. Right, so it's not the cleanest as it could be. So we've got the blushes there, the highlighter at the back, the powders here, the blush stick there, that should be able to go there, the primer there, foundations, we've got a BB cream, a highlighter stick, primers. These need to go back. I use these for a video, these Colourpop things, so they need to go back. That one's Colourpop as well. And then these are the eyeshadows that I'm waiting to use. Then we've got like hair things back there and all my like eye things, mascara, brow products, eyeliners are in there. There's some tinting brow gel back there. And this is my white base that I use. It's the NYX eyeshadow base. I'm sure you've seen this if you've been watching my Get Ready With Me's. I just want to use it up. I do have another one by W7. So yeah, this is it for that drawer. Let's just lean back so you can see. So let's go over to where I keep my palettes and put the rest back. Right, so this is by no means a small palette. It's got 18 eyeshadows in it. I know the Morphe had 35, so it's almost like double. But I could get 5 looks quite easily. 4 or 5 looks out of this palette. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the course of the week. It might be over 4 days instead of 5. I haven't decided, but it is still going to be part of the mini-series. I still want to continue doing that mini-series because I really enjoyed doing it. And yeah, I thought like with this palette, I don't know how new it is, but I've not seen a lot of people on YouTube do eye looks with it. I've seen 1 or 2, but yeah, I've certainly not seen anyone do kind of like 4 different looks, 5 different looks with it. So I think it'd be fun to do that. Let's just pop this in here. Right, so that's all my eyeshadow palettes. And then literally, guys, there is just 1 bronzer. What the frig? I never pull anything. This is the least products that I've ever pulled since I started doing my Shop My Stashes, I think. I think it's just because we've got so many eyeshadow palettes here. We've got a lot going on, and I just really want to use this one again. Even if I don't, I will get to the Deck of Scarlet one. I'll use the Deck of Scarlet tomorrow. I think it was this shade here that I didn't use. What shade's that? Oh, Sextra Fair, I'm sure I've used. Elisa Corruption. Maybe it was this one. Let's do some swatches. That's them there. I'm sure it was Corruption. Anyway, we'll be using that at some point, even if it's next week and it has to stay in for another week. I don't want to put things back until I have feelings on them, and especially that Pat McGrath Eye Ecstasy palette, because I want to do a mini review on it. In fact, I think I've done a mini review on it, even though I've not used all 5 eyeshadows. And I definitely want to be using this one. The Jaclyn Hill one might not get used, but this one will definitely get used. I'm going to do a get ready with me tomorrow on that. I don't know whether to do a live, you know. I don't know whether to do a live get ready with me. I've never done that yet. But the last time I did a live, I didn't have one comment. So yeah, I might not do that. But yeah, it is just something that I could potentially do. Why am I feeling like, yes, I am missing something? Eye powder. So it's this e.l.f. one, so we're also going to be using this week. So it's just to set the concealer. I'll just put that on the table. So guys, this is everything. I hope you've enjoyed this Shop My Stash, this very minimalistic Shop My Stash. It'll probably be a lot more products next week. I do want to use this palette. I'll show you it so you know which palette I want to use. Right, so I do want to use this palette. It's supposed to be a dupe for Jaclyn Hill, the first one that she brought out with Morphe. I wanted to use this week. I've been testing some of my eyeshadows. They feel really dry, so I might not keep them, or I might just like take some of these eyeshadows out, the ones that I really like. If it's a case of just these bronze toned, I don't need to keep them, because I've got tons of eyeshadows in my collection that are bronze toned. But if I like the colourful shades, then I might keep them. I don't really have too many of these like kind of colourful greens, but they need to be like really good. I've had this palette for quite a while, so it could be getting decluttered. It just says it's the Lick and Lash Beauty. It doesn't tell me what, you know, what if it is a name. I'm sure it's like 35 shades, like the Morphe palettes are. All it says is it's cruelty free, you can keep it 12 months. Well, I've had it a lot longer than 12 months. That might be why the mattes are drying out. So yeah, that's that. So hopefully we'll be bringing that in next week. And that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much, and not only that, it would help out the channel as well. Thank you for watching today. It really has meant a lot that you have, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.